you now? Good morning. Holy buckets. Ugh. It is a little windy, but we are out of the windbreak, so we're just trying to get back in the windbreak. Maybe, you know what, I'll go in. It is kind of cold with that wind, though. Holy crap. I saw a video of like a woman calling into like some secretary for some office somewhere, and she was asking questions. It was pretty funny, and one of the comments in that video made me want to say, "Here, good show, old chap." Stuff like, just be like a old-timey congressman. Be like, yeah. I was like, yeah. Well said, Governor. I don't know. Just made me. Oh my God! The funnel! Get away from the funnel! The wind funnel and the windbreak. It diverts all the wind to that spot I was just at. Ugh, fun. It is really early in the morning. Ooh, you know what? I'll go on the other side of the windbreak because it's closer to get out of the wind again. Holy buckets! I should have brought a hoodie. I'm already huffing and puffing. Ugh. Holy macaroni. There's some cool colors on the horizon. Mr. Gibbs, bring me that horizon. Hi, Captain. Can't really tell. Mr. Gibbs, bring me that horizon. Hi, Captain. You guys remember Captain Crunch? Captain Crunch? Oh, Jerry's a good poocher. Who's a good poocher? Yeah, I'm a good pooch. Yes, so distinguished. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna bring it back. I'm starting to comment. Yeah. Oh, look at her being so cute. I don't want to go out there because there's really good soil, and I sink like 20 feet when I go out there. So when it's wet, but when it's dry, when the field's dry, then it's a good time because the ground is soft and like boots get dirty, but whatever. Hooja, Jerry. Jerry's getting. It's not entropy. What is the other where the body decays for not working out? Entropy is like after you die, right? But what is the decaying when you're alive? Oh, they have a name for it. I cannot freaking remember. I just thought of it though. Or not. There it is. It happens to people in hospitals a lot when they're in the hospital for a long time. I want to say D something. Not detox, but they basically detox you against your will in the hospital. Which is probably a good thing to get all that fucking sugar and salt and all that bad shit that they pay to put in your body. Talk about conspiracy. Is it even a conspiracy anymore? I mean, honestly, she just took a big old shit. She's fertilizing the field. Thanks, Jerry, for fertilizing the field for the farmer. Meow. This is a little wind funnel, but the big wind funnel's over there. Oh, I don't have my stick to brush out the way. Oh, that was a vine. That was a vine. Gary, it melted a lot yesterday. I couldn't go through here yesterday. You know, it snowed yesterday and then it melted. It snowed. I went out. I couldn't get through something. It was weird. It like piled up bunches. You know what? I will. I will go through this crunchy snow. It's not really crunchy, but it's very. There you go. I bet you heard that. It's perfect snowman building weather, or patching in your igloo. Should you build an igloo, this is good snow for that. Like you put the big soft pieces one at a time, to build an igloo, and then on a warm day, the snow will melt enough to where it's compatible to stick to the other snow, and then that's how you make your snow or your igloos bigger. And when the snow's packed down like that, after it does that, then your sleds go real fast because the snow gets all hard. It's a thing. Look it up. Or maybe it's, maybe. I'm sure AI knows about this. It's physics. It should be physics, right? Study of all things, the world. No birds out today. It's cloudy, but it is like probably 6 in the morning. That's how early I get up. No, it's around 7, closer to 7, still in the 6:49, 6:56. Nailed it. Just by looking at the sun. Oh, what am I doing? Jerry. I'm following Jerry. When she went somewhere where I didn't really care to go. Because of this right here. Oh, it's not too bad. Not too shabby, I suppose. What I'm looking at right now is a difference in the land. So something, there's a hole probably right there. But something dug a hole. Because you see how the dirt is all dug up like that, different color? Means there was a little critter down there. And there's some more over there. But you get the idea. That is a creak of an old tree. I hope my phone picks that up. I doubt it. No, Jerry. You know what? Okay, fine. Jerry's actually leading me in a smart path here, so I guess I'll trust the dog. But it's windy. You're lower to the ground, dog. She's running. She's like, oh, she's playing. Not really, but I'm walking in your direction, so. Oh, Lassie. She's playing Ring Around the Rosie. Ring Around the Falcon Barrel. I'm not going that way for show. There's some wind blockage over yonder, which is okay with me. Right, Jerry? I don't want to be a politician, but I bet I'd be good at it for the people. But who's going to vote for me, right? I liked civics class. Probably mostly because of the teacher. Had a good teacher. Hey, you know what? Shout out to all the good teachers out there. I had a few good teachers throughout my life. Just too bad the curriculum was going against us, Okay, we're getting in the wind. Ooh, that almost took out my boots. Well, not boots, but... Oh, I thought she was going to come out that way. There she is. She stopped mid-run. And she tricked you. She tricked all of us. What the fuck? okay, it's not there anymore, but I don't even know what I saw. Looked like a spaceship. But if they're revealing themselves, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, Jerry's in the good spot, but that's not too bad. If anything, I'll go out. Oh, yeah. No wind on the property. Yes, right here. This is where I usually go out to see the sun sets, but it's a sunrise, but it's windy where I can get a good picture of it. You guys, I'm pretty sure I just saw a fucking UFO. You know, they changed it to UAP because they saw a UFO underwater going fast, so it's no longer flying. So UAP is the term they changed it to after they discovered, or after they announced that they saw basically a UFO underwater. So UAP is the word now, y'all. And that's how the cookie crumbles. Don't burn my bacon. Or tater tot hot dish. Oofta, you betcha. Don't you know? That's OCD, right? I don't know what that is. Something, that's what that is. Who knows anything? That's another thing I say every video. Who knows anything? What do I know? What does anybody know? Everything's a scam. Just depends on how much you want to pay for, how big of a scam it is. Even a carrot on the side of the road. Alright, why you scam me? I mean, that's like a scam I'd buy, but still. Everything should be free, man. Then everybody if everything was free for a long enough amount of time, the human will adapt to be like hobbies are the new cool, like the new thing to for a long life. You get active hobbies, and some of that will entail building and whatever. Like nowadays, like you can just get robots to do everything anyway. But people just greed, they gotta have power over other people. If they don't, they have no goal. That's as good as a word as any. They don't have a goal if they don't have power over people, and that's not how they want to live. And it's unfortunate because you're screwing over a lot more than just your one person. It's called empathy. Something I'm still learning, for sure. Because it is good to look after number one, but if that affects like millions of people, it's like that's public execution levels of justice right there. The more you know, in a world that knows nothing. Hey, Jerry! Jerry's in the. Oh, hey, Jerry, we painted ourselves. We got to go around the other way because that is going to be snow over my shoes. That's a big drift, or multiple big drifts, actually. Even my hands in my glove got really cold after holding the phone. Meow. Zoom, zoom, zoom. You guys remember that Xenon power? Not power line, but what the rock star that went to space in Xenon Girl of the 21st century. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Power. No, it's not power line. What is it? Dang. All right. That's something I consider something I should know, but I don't know, and it's not that big of a deal. But looks like that. So this is how I look at me forgetting things. I look at it like new, more important information has arrived, and the old stuff has already been selected by my brain's logic to get rid of, and that is something I agree with my brain. I do not need it. That's why I forgot. That's how I justify myself forgetting. And everything is good in the world. Bye.